So this is what everybody really looks like when they take their mask off after guns, beer, and therapy.
Oh my goodness.
Try to take a shower here, guys. Come on, get out of here. Close your eyes.
Howdy, Hillbilly Nation. This is American Hillbilly. Man, good to see y'all out there tonight on a beautiful Saturday night. At least it's a beautiful Saturday here in the Ozark Mountains. Man, what a blessed day. We had like 79 degrees. I mean, just amazing. And, very, very thankful. And look at all these awesome people out there. Good to see y'all. And, of course, we got the banner running along the bottom. As always, we will be doing a giveaway tonight. And so you want to make sure your hashtag in there. And it looks like Dale Poe jumped up there with the first one. Hashtag HBN130. That'll get you entered in tonight's giveaway. And since it's around the middle of the month, we'll be doing our monthly giveaway. And if you don't know what that is, then basically, if you're subscribed to my channel and on any of my videos, if you just comment, I want to win, somewhere in the comment section, and then your name goes down in the book here. And because I go through and read all the comments, and I'll put your name down, and then the middle of the following month, we do a giveaway just for people, they watch, they comment, and so heck, let's give them some, so I've done that since the very first month I ever started my channel, and so that's been going on for quite a long time and always been a blast. And so we got some awesome people back there in the green room, and before we bring them out, I want to bring up the verse of the week. It is 1 Corinthians 16:14. Let all that you do be done in love. And so I like this because, as most of you know, we talk about like make somebody's day better, And if you're going to make somebody's day better, don't just do it because Hillbilly suggested it. Do it in love, okay? Do it because you want to. And that right there is going to make a big difference. If you think about it, if we did everything and, with love, wanting to do it and, with our hearts in it, man, this world would be a lot better place, wouldn't it? So anyway, let's go ahead and start bringing out these awesome people back here in the green room. And first up, we have Moondog. How you doing tonight, buddy?
Very good. Thanks for having me. It is still light and quite a beautiful day here in the West Coast in San Francisco. We got a nice cloudless day. So if it's good weather here, usually as the Earth rotates, you guys will probably be getting good weather in the next couple of days. So just being a little heads up on that.
Awesome, man. We're waiting for it. And I know there's some prayers for some people. I know I talked to Kentucky Rimfire earlier today, and they're in Kentucky, and I'm not for sure what all. They got some tornadoes and some bad weather last night or early this morning. So, I hope that they're all okay. Matter of fact, that's one reason why he's not in here tonight is he must don't go to work till Monday, but they called him in, and so they out there, all these linemen and other people, they go, thank goodness we have them, because when storms like that hit, they, get mobile, and they, try to help everybody get their electricity back on, and, stuff like that. So, what a blessing that we have people and companies that do that, around here. And so that's awesome. Well, appreciate you being here tonight, buddy.
Of course. Looking forward to it.
All righty. So up next we have JH586. Jamie, how you doing this evening, buddy?
Doing better than I deserve. I'm kind of tired, man. Worked a lot outside today. But yeah, man, it turned summertime in Georgia, y'all. I'm telling you. And we were about 84 degrees and about 84% humidity. And luckily, we had about an 84-mile-an-hour wind, too. So
It is 84s all the way around, man.
It was a nice breeze today. Not nearly that. But, man, thanks for having me. And, yeah, man, Georgia is God's country, David Duff. That's for sure. He's always better to us than we recognize sometimes. But yeah, man, let's get on with it. Thanks for having me.
You betcha. Hasbro's out there. He got back from Mexico, but he's not feeling good. He's sick.
Oh no.
Yeah. I don't know if it was that worm in that tequila bottle or what, but anyway, he's not feeling good.
Oh, that ice in that drink in that margarita.
It says a tornado hit 1 mile west of us, lifted up, passed over our house, then touched back down. Had debris in the yard from homes west.
Wow.
Wife got in the basement. And I was flying home. Oh, man.
Well, I'm glad he's
to hear you're okay.
And his wife's okay. That's good.
No doubt. My goodness. Yeah, it's always a scary thing, man. No doubt about it. Yeah. So up next we have my favorite gizzard and yours, Mr. Gizzard Gary. How you doing tonight, Gary?
I'm doing all right. Thanks for having me. Beautiful day here in the nation's heartland.
Oh man. Yes, it was. Yeah, I just spent most of my day outside. It's just, low humidity, just beautiful weather. I was actually mowing our yard like at 8:30 this morning because I'm like, man, this is awesome. I'm gonna get stuff done out here. So, well, thanks for being here, Gary. Appreciate you, buddy.
Hey, you bet.
And up next, we have the most comfortable man on YouTube. We got Mark Thomas. How you doing tonight, Mark?
Doing real good and real comfortable.
Alrighty.
Had a good dinner earlier, and we've had a great day. Been some beautiful weather here in Pennsylvania. We've been awfully wet for the last few days, but thank goodness we didn't have those tornadoes like down south. Bless all those people. Hope everybody's doing okay. So just nice to be here for this evening. I'm going to try to hang out for a little bit, and when I get a little drowsy, I'm going to check out.
Awesome. Good to have you, brother. Man, just look at all them fine folks over there in the side chat. Good to see each and every one of you. And again, if you just got in, make sure you put your hashtag in. Hashtag HBN130. Yeah, this is 130th show. My goodness. Had no idea when we was going to make it this far. And I gotta say hi to my buddy out there, Joe Vacu. Hey, good to see you, brother. And everybody else. My goodness. Oh man. So we do have some topics for tonight. And see. Trying to think if there's anything else I needed to put out there. Hasbro was sick and, just got home from Mexico. See, Chad, he's working. If he gets settled in a motel room for too long, he might jump on. And then also, if you've watched Chad's show, talking bench rest, with Kentucky Rimfire. There's a guy on there named Rimfire Dave, and he had some. I had to go in the hospital for a few things, and so anyway, we want to keep him in our prayers. And anybody else out there that's having a rough time, or physically, mentally, or whatever, I hope you're getting better. And so anyway, let's get right to these topics. See, first up, I thought this will be kind of fun. I don't know if everybody has, but I think everybody could jump in on this. So anyway, the topic is: have you ever restored an old firearm, either personally or had it professionally done? It don't matter. And if so, what was it? But if you've never done that, like had one yourself you want to restore, what's one out there that you'd love to have? So evidently you're not going to buy a certain old lever action or revolver new. So more than likely, there's a good possibility. I mean, it might be original, still in good shape, but it also might be restored somewhat. Maybe just a little bit of stuff done to it, but kept up in good working order. So anyway, see, I guess we'll just start with you, Moondog, and we'll just go around the panel here.
Sure. I never restored anything. I don't really own anything that particularly old. The oldest rifle I have is like an 80s vintage Glenfield 60. And apart from taking it apart one time just to clean it, give it a deep clean, that's pretty much the extent of it. But if I had my wish, I would be happy if I even got like a junker, a Garand, actually preferably a junk one to restore. And because at that point, I would think it's probably not, it would not be in collectible condition. I would like to retap it for 308, just for, I don't even know if that's even possible, for ease and for cheaper ammo. But that would be my thought. Do you guys know if that's even physically possible to have it rechambered to shoot a 308 cartridge?
It is, but then it becomes either a BM59 or an M14.
Okay. That's good to know. Thanks for that.
Yeah, I'm not really familiar on those, but those are a great part of history. That would be really cool to own, no doubt. So, how about you, Jamie?
Have you restored an old firearm personally? All the time, man. That's what I do.
Well, it could even just be the stock, having to sand down the stock and get it all looking good.
There's one that I'm particularly proud of. It's a Finnish M39, which is a Finnish version of the Mosin Nagant, but it's much higher end after the Finns get through with it. They make some of the best rifles out there, man. Mm-hmm. The Finnish, and that's where Vitavori powder comes from. It's where your Seiko rifles, Seiko, however you want to say it. Matter of fact, I'll text you some pictures of this particular rifle, Hillbilly, and you can put them. You can show the people this one. I've done a bunch. I've done
if you have them on your computer, you can share on here too, buddy.
Or they're on my phone, not on my computer.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But let's see, I done that one, and it came from Classic Firearms, and I got it for about half what it was worth, and turned it into something that you can be proud of. That shotgun right there, it was in the back of a truck, and I'm currently working on a Ruger number one, and I still have one. I've got a SKS over there that's still in the wrapper and in the Cosmoline, but that's what I really like to do. I like to go find these old junk guns for next to nothing at pawn shops, and then turn them into something that's enjoyable.
Oh yeah. Andrew Petty, yeah, he's got some really nice nice vintage stuff, no doubt about that. So yeah, an old Colt 1903. And while waiting for those to come through for Jamie there, those pictures, Bamadas, does anyone ever reblued? No, it wasn't done very well. And then I want to jump back up here for just a quick second. Mark Thomas put out here, my name is Mark, and I bought a Glock today. So, the support group here. And also, Brooke Cheney, her show earlier, she was live, wasn't on there very long, and it got taken down.
Oh, that's a
And
shame.
I mean, I was on there watching it, and I have no idea why, because like
It's that dang AI, I'm sure.
It's literally just getting started and stuff, and I mean, so here's William Hall out there. Hey, buddy. Smoking Joe says, I need a 30-30 bolt action. And we're going to call out all side chat here in a little bit for sure. We sure appreciate you all being here. Glocks tend to multiply. Yep. Ruku says, a refurbished a classic Heritage Rough Rider. Cool.
I fell asleep about 10 minutes before Brooke's show, and I tried to get on. I couldn't find it. And now I know why.
Yeah.
Bugger.
Yeah. Like, about the time it went off, she's like, I mean, they hadn't really even started talking about anything yet. And she goes, my dogs are barking. I'm going to mute for just a minute. DJ, can you take over? And then the show, it stopped. And so I was like, oh, well, when she went to hit mute, she must have hit like end stream.
Oh.
But it wasn't a deal. It didn't even show up on her YouTube or nothing. And she had sent me, I texted her and DJ both, and said, hey, you guys are off screen now, and and she sent me an email there a while ago saying that as forwarding that YouTube had took her showdown. Haven't showed off my new avatar yet. No. But yeah. Okay, Jamie's got those pictures sent here. Well, I'm downloading these. Gary, is there anything that you may have restored a little bit or something, or is there something out there you would like to have that an older classic, that probably had a little bit of restoration done to it.
Well, I mean, define restoration. I've fixed places that need reblued from time to time on some
Yeah.
older things and stuff like that. But I have an old Mauser 22 that Dad brought home from Germany during World War II.
Cool.
It's in pretty good shape, except the butt plate's falling apart on it. And I don't know if you could get one or not, but I sure would like to fix that someday. Because otherwise, it's in fine working condition. And it doesn't have to be beautiful or anything, but I really hate that that butt plate's cracked and in pieces. So that's one thing I would like to fix for sure.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's just sentimental value more than, I mean, it's not
Mhm.
worth anything monetary wise, but money isn't everything. So, as a lot of you know, although sometimes it takes money to fix things.
Yeah, there we go. That's the truth.
It sure helps a lot sometimes, though, don't it? Oh man.
One of my lines at work, they say, "Can you fix this?" And I'm like, given enough time and enough money, there's nothing that can't be fixed. Then the question becomes, how much time and money do you have?
Exactly.
I can remember when my mom was alive and I used to ask her, she'd say she wanted to do something. I'd say, "Well, do you have time?" She said, "Well, I got more time than I got money." So that's one of her favorite sayings.
Yep.
Isn't that what boils down all of our decisions, though? I mean, when we're deciding if we're going to fix this gun ourselves, or are we going to send it to like Turnbull? I would really love to have one of his, but yeah,
Yeah, but that's not cheap.
no, that is definitely not cheap.
I've met Turnbull. He's a nice guy.
He does some absolutely gorgeous work. Their color case hardening is.
I've been to his shop.
Oh,
Went out in Vegas anyway.
So Jamie, you want to talk here about what we got here?
All right, when I got this, the metal, all the metal was in cosmoline. The stock was pretty much black from the cosmoline. They even had cosmoline down the bore, and that was a booger bear to get out.
I bet.
But once I got it clean and lapped, that bore is like a mirror now. Shoots great. That is true oil finish, and not my favorite finish. And I'm thinking about doing the wood over again. But it's really got some nice markings. Still has the Saco cartouche, but I think it's on the other side of the stock.
Yeah, we'll flip it over here, I think, here in a minute. But I like that finish, though. It looks like, it looks like it has some natural wear, and
Right. One thing that's interesting about the Seiko gun, about the finish, the Finn did to the gun, is they have your traditional sling swivels. Y'all saw it on that last picture on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
But they also have one in the side so that the gun can be flat against your back because they skied a lot.
Yeah, okay.
So
let me see. We'll get back to that one here.
okay, this is another thing they did. You can see they have a hinged. that guard at the front is hinged as opposed to just a barrel band.
Mm-hmm.
It's hinged and held together with a screw, and on the bottom of it, I think, is the bayonet lug. And if you'll slide that picture up the other way,
Up the other way.
up the other way,
Okay.
okay, right there. This is your intermediate barrel band, and you can see there's two sling swivels so that you can have it flat against your back or traditional over the shoulder
That's cool.
carry. Finn's put a lot of thought into their guns.
That is really, really cool.
You see that spring clip that holds that intermediate band in place right there. That sucker is strong, man. It's hard to press that in and get that barrel band off of there, but that's what you want. You don't want it coming apart. But
Yeah, you don't want to shoot it and have loader cycle end up in your hand.
another
Barrel
thing
up in there.
Another thing that this picture shows that's very Finnish, very thin, is you see that front sight. The front side is protected on both sides by the ears, and they got it. The front side is actually screwed and tapped. The screw you see there in the side of the front sight actually adjusts your windage.
Oh, wow.
And
I
then,
we learned.
of course, the back side is an elevator that goes all the way out to 2,000 meters.
Let's see.
There's the one I was telling you. See how they got that in the side of the stock?
Mm-hmm.
Down at the bottom, that's your strap loop right there. And then they still have the traditional one on the bottom of the stock for your over-the-shoulder carry. I don't know how many of y'all have tried the flat on your back carry, but since I've done that rifle, I've tried that with my 350 Legend that's in the AR platform, and I actually have it rigged up. You know, they've got the place in the stock and those collapsible stocks that you can put those quick detach strap connectors on. It's actually very comfortable and very secure. It's you know your gun is there, and you don't have to fight. You put the strap over one shoulder and let the gun hang on your back. I mean, you're not fighting putting the strap back up on the shoulder the whole time you're walking through the woods.
Yeah, exactly.
It's very efficient.
Yeah, I mean, I have a couple of rifle straps that actually have the thumb loop right there in the front below your shoulder, so you can run your thumb in there and kind of have a little control over that strap as it's just thrown over your shoulder, because you get on these hills and trees and brush and stuff, it'll slide off. No doubt about that. So, yeah, flat carry would be pretty cool. I've never tried that. Pretty good stuff. Real good stuff. I like that rifle.
Well,
That is slick. So, Mark Thomas, how about you, buddy?
As far as restoring stuff, yeah. I've done some old shotguns, especially single shot stuff. And, been able to bring them back to what they were. Rifles, no. Pistols, no. But, yeah.
Alrighty. Yeah, it's neat. Sometimes even if you just do some work on the stock or whatever, that's just, it kind of, to me, it kind of puts your own little mark on there, that, you did some sanding and, whatever, or, maybe even if you just, blued something. And we got Cyclops Joe out there. Hey, buddy, how you
Ooh.
doing? Good to
Hey,
see you,
Joe.
Joe. He's liable to be
It's always good to see Joe out there.
oh yeah. Joe's a lot of fun to watch, and fun to be around. He's actually on the Kentucky Rimfire show last night. We had a great time with him. No doubt about that. So like for me, I've done a little bit of basically cleaning up some stocks and doing a little work there. Refinishing there. A little bit of cold bluing, not much. Um, I did have an old revolver one time that it didn't quite seem to be in time, and so I took it to a gun store. They had a gunsmith there, and like he went in and like rebuilt some of that up and stuff and got it right back where it's true in time and everything. And so you know that's been about the most of mine. Now I would love to have some of these old single action Colts. I mean, no doubt about that. And of course, there's a pretty good chance there's been a little something done with them, no doubt. But yeah. Hasbro's little side chat just went R rated. I assume he's talking about you, Joe. Oh man. Let's see here. Gary's getting a thunderstorm. Oh man, I hadn't even looked at the weather. Hopefully gonna miss us. But real quick before we go on to the next topic, I'll put this banner back up. Make sure you're hashtag HBN130 in the side chat out there, and we'll be doing a giveaway tonight. Yep, tonight will be the skinny multicolored knife, and so one that I mean I like them all, but I like flashy, shiny stuff, and so that multicolored, it's just a little different. It's pretty cool. So anyway, we have a poll out there in the side chat. You'll see it pinned at the top. It says, how often do you clean your firearms? And the choices are after every use, after a certain number of rounds, when it jams or cycling problems, or I don't, I just get rid of it. And so anyway, we'll end that poll here in a little bit, but if you've not filled out that poll, go ahead and do it, because that's kind of the next topic right here. I mean, it's not kind of, it actually is. So anyway, we'll talk a little bit about cleaning your firearms, and then we're going to be getting to some giveaways pretty soon, so don't go anywhere. So how often do you clean your firearms? And I think there's a lot, I'd like for you to express, side chat and panel. I know it's gonna probably differ, from a certain firearm to another firearm and how much you use it, blah, blah, blah. And so, I think it'd be good stuff to have out there, especially, people that might be on, watch this show later on or whatever, and give them a little education there, kind of on what everybody else does. And so anyway, see, we'll just go back around the panel. Mark Thomas, we'll just start with you, buddy.
When do I clean them? When they need it. It's not every range trip. It's when they really they hang up, if there's a problem, or if I just have some time and I can go through a couple things. So I don't worry about it too much. Most of them are pretty good and they'll function no matter what.
Awesome.
Yep.
So pretty much every range trip or so, you give them a little cleaning. So, one thing I forgot to do is, before we get on to you, Gary, let's call out the side chat. Jamie, would you mind shouting out the side chat out there? So, what do we want them to type in though? Anybody got any ideas?
Clean.
Yeah.
Clean? All righty. So if you type clean out there, Jamie will call your name out on the YouTubes.
Yes, and Hasbro's in there first. And I can't keep up. Garage Guy 879 is out there. Abigail Finnegan. Moondog Reviews is on the panel and in the side chat. There is Fuku YT, What's Going On Boom. Denny's Plant-Based Journey is out there. David Duff. Fluffy 10mm Jeep Guy. My buddy, Bama Dad, Smoked It Joe. Dale Pogue, Agorizer. Brian 2A Matters, Edward Petty. M. Gabriel, Dirty. And Dwayne 7834. I know there's more of y'all than that out there. Come on, guys.
They might be shy.
There's Artak and Daughters. Good for him. They might be. And Gizzard Gary is on the panel and in the side chat. Mark Thomas is too. Mr. Bob Lysol clean. Don't do that. Hey, Delta 22NC. Good to see you, brother. And yeah, there was. I'm sorry, we hadn't started that, but there was a very popular guy on YouTube, F-class shooter. Won't call his name, but he did a video about how he was using CLR to clean his bores, and everybody was like, "Really, really, really?" Yeah, and then he did a follow-up video. And then he had to do a third video because the guy that made his barrel calls him up and says, "Hey, I seen your videos about CLR. Don't ask us to do no warranty work on those barrels." Yeah, we got storms fixing to hit us too, guys.
My goodness.
Yeah. So I better go out and get my stuff put up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, by midnight it'll be through here, so it's bearing down on us. But anyway, I agree with what Mark Thomas says. You know when you need to clean your guns, get her done. Don't wait around. Everything I got gets, when I take it to the range and when I shoot it, it gets wiped down with some oil, and I can't stand. Y'all know I love blued steel and walnut. Uh, Blued steel's you gotta get them fingerprints off. Especially if you've got a redheaded buddy that goes to shoot with you and he touches it, it's going to rust by morning. I'm telling you guys. Y'all think I'm kidding, but I'm not. But yeah, you know when they need to be cleaned. My long distance gun, I clean it about every 100 rounds or 150, something like that. Hunting rifles get cleaned every season. Just if you will clean, pick a day like Black Friday. You're off of work, and you're certainly not going shopping with your wife. You're going to be doing some online shopping, but you can clean your guns that day.
Yeah.
And if you're like some of us that the Lord has chose to bless, you can use that whole weekend to clean your guns or whatever. But keep up with it. Do them all once a year and when they need it after that. So that's my advice to you. But don't use CLR in your bores. Guys, thanks for having me. I'm going to go get my lawnmower put up and my weed eater before it starts raining. And,
what do you got coming up, Jamie? Real quick before you jump off.
I still got that one lingering video that I haven't finished, don't I? So thanks for bringing that up. But yeah, Friday nights at 8:00, Georgia Shooting Connection. Y'all come and join us, and I'm gonna get off of here and let y'all have a good time. So,
all right, Jamie.
Good seeing you, Jamie.
Be careful,
night, guys.
stay safe, brother.
Yeah, y'all too.
All righty. We'll see you later, bud. Guys, go check out JH586 and Georgia Shooting Connection. Great stuff over there. And so, Gary, we kind of skipped by you there when Jamie was reading off the side chat. So, what's your thoughts on cleaning and all that stuff?
Well, if they get dirty, I mean, clean them. But I generally always clean them up. I don't like them to sit with a bunch of filth in them for any length of time and stuff like that. I'll give them a wipe down at the range and stuff like that when I'm shooting. Maybe run a bore snake through them, stuff like that, to get most of the gunk out of there. But usually, if I get sat down, I'll clean 2 or 3 guns at once, and really, it's kind of relaxing once you get sat down at the table and get all your stuff out. It's kind of almost therapeutic, if you could use a word like that. It's just calming. It's kind of a way to get intimate with your guns and stuff like that. Get good at taking them apart and make sure that they're as good as they can be, especially. To me, a lot of people don't think about this, but the gun you carry, it's going to get a lot of, especially if you pocket carry, it's going to get pocket lint in it and everything else. And even if not, they get dust and stuff like that in them. Wipe them down every once in a while. Clean them out. Doesn't hurt anything. I mean, if you haven't shot them, it doesn't take long to clean it. So, keep them nice. It keeps them from any kind of rust developing and stuff like that, or you've handled it and you've got, oil on your hands and stuff. That's not good for guns either. So you want to keep them wiped down, keep a thin coating of some sort of oil on there to protect them and stuff like that. And remember, it doesn't last forever. Every once in a while, you got to get them things out of storage and wipe them down again.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no doubt about that. When they're, collecting dust and dirt and, whatever. And then, like I said, the fingerprints, that's one thing, that need to try to keep wiped off of there.
Well, some people throw a gun in a safe and think it can stay there forever, but still want to get it out and look at it every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
And for God's sakes, don't keep them inside, one of those soft carrying cases or something like that, because horrible things happen to guns that are kept inside of those things. So
Yep.
there's nothing worse than getting a gun you haven't looked at in 5 years, and all of a sudden it's got rust all over it, and it's like, oh no, I should have looked at it more often. It happens. I mean, you don't have a perfectly dry environment. I mean, hopefully you've got a dehumidifier in your safe or something like that to keep the humidity down. A lot of people don't, but even so, they're only so effective. You still want to look at them. Besides, you got to take them out and admire them anyway. You don't want to just leave them in there.
Absolutely.
They'll get lonely.
100%.
I mean,
Yeah.
and that's why they call things safe queens, because they just sit in a safe. Don't do that to your guns. Love your guns.
Yeah, and that's one that, to me, that's part of like the most of the chores, getting all your stuff out. So, when I have my stuff out, and I'm ready to clean, I'll go look at other rifles or pistols, and it's like it's just like pulling your vacuum cleaner out of the closet and just vacuum up one little spot. It's like, well, I got this thing out, we might as well put her to use. And so Boom said, that's about bacon grease.
Never tried bacon grease, but
oh man. So Moondog, how about you, buddy?
Well, I was old school for the longest time. I was taught by my uncle and by the Boy Scouts, you got to clean your guns after every range use. I was really meticulous about that until fairly recently, when a friend of mine who was a Marine Scout sniper told me that they don't clean their rifles until they start seeing a deviation in point of impact, because the firing a bullet through there actually leaves deposits of metal to cover up all the little microscopic cracks and in the barrel, to smooths it out, and it actually makes it more consistent. Like, wow, that was a game changer in terms of my thinking about it. So now I'm like with you guys, I'll clean it out if there's a malfunction, or if I'm particularly if I'm using my 22s and they get kind of they get dirty faster, just in terms of the amount of wax and stuff, and it can certainly affect the feeding of them. But for the most part, unless I'm putting something away, as Gary said, in my safe for a while, then I'll clean it. Then I'll give it a deep clean before putting it away for a while. But if I know I'm going to be taking a rifle to the range next week or even next month or so, yeah, I'll just let it go until I really feel like I need to give it a clean. Now, there's only one other exception to that, and that is if I bring a friend out to the range, and then of course, we bring my rifles for them to shoot. Then I insist that we clean it up. That way they clean my guns after they get to shoot it. So
you betcha. Yeah, no doubt about that. Yeah, I'm kind of like that. Like, now my hunting rifles that like I just use once a year, I'll take them out, and whether if I shoot it or not, I most usually give it always give it a quick cleaning before I put it back up. No doubt. That's just because that gun might not get used again until the following year. Every day, stuff like that, I will, if I'm sitting around or something, I have, just a few minutes or something, I will, kind of inspect it and see if it needs to be cleaned. The rimfire, most definitely. I mean, you're going to have a little dirtier, firearm with rimfire than you do center fire, more than likely. And so, those you kind of got to watch, but a lot of times I'm kind of guilty about, doing like a cleaning on the outside and maybe a little bit in the chamber right there and stuff, run, some swabs up in there. But that barrel, like getting, I don't know if this is a proper word, but, I'm going to use the word fouled, like you were talking, Moondog, you in there, it's shooting good and everything. And, I'm not too worried about that. Every now and then, I might just, spray a patch and run it through, once or twice, just to, get the black stuff out, off there real quick. But as far as, brushing it or anything like that, no. Yeah. And Fuku says, remember, smell it 3-1, 3-1. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I still have that. I still use it on a lot of stuff. Asriel says, question, Hillbilly Up, do you clean high points? Next question is, why would you? Oh man, I have a video out there that like I put what 2 or 3,000 rounds to the high point carbine without cleaning it at all. I mean nothing. And that thing was still shooting accurate and running great. Of course, it was 9mm. But I cleened it. I did a video after that. I cleaned it and showed what dirt and stuff was in there. And it wasn't anywhere close to as bad as I thought it was going to be. But yeah, I mean, I've not cleaned it since then. Yeah. And so, I do know like some of my semi-automatic shotguns, you get shooting them, you have like, there's basically like a hole in the piston, to cycle it. And if you ain't careful, that'll get dirty and the gun won't cycle. So you'll shoot one shot and then it won't cycle the next shell in there. So, depending on how much you're shooting those kind of require a little bit more cleaning. More than like a pump or something like that. But yeah, I think it depends a lot on, the firearm, how much you're using it, how many rounds you're putting through it. And if it's just something, you just got once a year. So anyway, let's go over here and we're going to end this poll and see what the survey says. And it should pop up here. And it didn't. I don't know what happened.
It's popped up on my screen.
Oh, it's not popped up on mine.
Are you looking on YouTube or are you looking in
No, I'm looking on YouTube.
StreamYard?
Oh, there. Finally it popped up. Okay.
I had to refresh myself.
Yeah.
Of course, now it's bringing up an ad, so I got to skip that.
Yeah. So, how often do you clean your firearms? Looks like first up we got, after a certain number of rounds, 45%. Next is 36% after every use. We got 11% of when it jams or cycling problems. And then 6% says, I don't. I just get rid of it. So anyway, good stuff. And let's see where we're at here on the side chat. So make sure you're hashtag in. Let me put this back up here real quick. We're going to do some giveaways.
Hey, I'm going to check out. Good night, all.
All right, Mark.
Bye. Good night, Mark.
What you got coming up, buddy?
Who knows?
Who knows? Well,
Thank
we'll
you.
be looking forward to it, whatever it is.
Get a good night's sleep, Mark.
Thanks.
All right, buddy. We'll see you later. You guys go check out Mark Thomas's channel. Always a great channel. I mean, just some fun stuff over there. He's doing some stuff with his son over there, you know, shooting, doing airsoft, a lot of stuff. So anyway, go check him out and then make some awesome leather holsters, no doubt. So yeah, and the school's near you, Mark. Yep, it is. So make sure you get your hashtags in, hashtag HBN130. And before we do that, we are going to do a giveaway, and this is what we call the monthly giveaway, and this is for the month of April. So let me bring my screen up here. So everybody that is subscribed to this channel, when they comment, I want to win somewhere in their comment, they get marked down here how many times they do it. And then add these up, and there's, you know, numbers, you know, that's how many entries they get, you know, from that number to that number. And then I put it in this wheel right here. And let me bring it up real quick. And we'll spin this wheel and find out who the lucky winner is for this month, for the month of April. See, bring this up here. And there we have it. So anyway, we have all those numbers in there for each time somebody did that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to shuffle it 3 times so these numbers will be mixed up somewhat. There, 1, 2, 3. And so that's got them mixed up pretty good. So, see, Moondog, would you like to do a countdown? We'll give this thing a spin.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, round and round she goes.
$37.
7. And you do have to be present here to win. And let me go ahead and pull up my screen here. And so everybody's name's down here. Number 37 falls under Mr. Bob. He has numbers 34 through 44. So he's out there just a minute ago. I hope he's still out there. Mr. Bob, if you're out there, say something, brother. And I'll show you what you're going to win.
I hope he's out there. I hope he's still out there. Or
yeah, he's out there. I mean, just a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
There he is.
Yay.
Mr. Bob Dabalina. Oh, no, I just left. Oh, wait, I'm here.
Good.
Congratulations, buddy. So, Mr. Bob, what you will win tonight is a skinny knife. This one actually comes in a little leather sheath, but if you don't like the leather sheath, it also has the pocket clip on there. It is in this blue, it's like shiny, looks like stainless or something, with this blue wood, and it is a flipper, and it has, you know, the same blade as the other skinny knives. So anyway, congratulations, buddy. Appreciate you. And everybody else that gets involved in that. I mean, just a fun, easy way to do that. And I'm going to write your name down here, Mr. Bob. And I'm pretty sure I still have your address, but if you don't mind, go ahead and email me anyhow. And just so, like, you know, I hate to not have it, you know, but I want to get that sent out to you just as soon as I can, buddy. Congratulations. Everybody out there congratulating Mr. Bob. He says, "Oh, that one I don't have." All right. So we're going to do tonight's giveaway here in just a few minutes. We'll let this go just a little bit longer here. Let everybody have a chance to get their hashtag in. As of right now, we have 27 entries. So make sure you get your hashtag in there. And while we're waiting on that, I figured we'd do another real quick topic here. See, what one do we want to pick? Let's do this one. This one will be fun. Favorite quotes. This can be, basically from, the Bible, maybe an author on a book, or, just regardless. But, I think there's sometimes some quotes out there that, it's like it just kind of sticks in our head and we're like, oh, yeah, I like that, And so, anyway, Gary, we'll start down to you, buddy. Do you have any favorite quotes that you might like?
Never try to teach a pig to sing. It wastes your time and annoys the pig.
Oh, man. Oh, I like that.
It applies to a lot of things in life.
Who is supposedly said that?
I can't remember, to tell you the truth. I heard
Anonymous?
that a long time ago. Probably.
Is there any more?
That's all I can think of right at the moment.
Not even any Confucius?
I don't know any Confucius. I'm being attacked by a cat right now. So,
Yeah.
I know some
George.
fake Confucius quotes.
Yeah.
That's the stuff that I learned in the schoolyard. Confucius say, "Man who sleep with itchy butt, wake up with smelly finger."
Yeah. Man who stands on toilet is high on pot. Chad's getting eaten by mosquitoes.
Oh no!
Dang. Big hello to George. He is Gary's co-host. So, any more, Gary? You can think
well,
of?
he caught me in a brain fart. I really can't think anything.
We can come back to you if you can think of it. Another one or two. How about you, Moondog?
The one that always comes to mind is from I don't remember which book this was in. Is a Robert A. Heinlein book, but it was when in danger or in doubt, run in circles, scream and shout as a motto. And as far as one of my favorite quotes, it's a prophetic one because I don't know if it's true, but it's one of Winston Churchill's stories where he met a very very uptight lady at a party, and she said, "Sir, you're drunk." And Winston Churchill responded, "Well, my dear, you're ugly, but tomorrow I'll be sober."
Now, is that this?
That sounds like a Churchill.
Is that the same woman? I think it was Churchill said, if I was your wife, I'd give you poison. And he said, if I was your husband, I'd take it.
Oh, man. There's a lot of good ones out in the side chat, too. Oh, my goodness. So, any more Moondog you can think of?
Those are my go-to. When you mentioned that, those are the two that came to mind.
I'll read a few while you guys are thinking. I'll read a few in the side chat here. When in doubt, throttle up. Let's see. He that would live in peace and at ease must not speak all he knows or judge all he sees. Benjamin Franklin. And poor Richard.
His almanac.
Yeah, like that was his pen name or code name back in the early years. And so we also got another one here. The answer to life, the universe, and everything is 42.
42.
If you don't understand the answer, it's because you don't understand the question. Justin Grimm says, my grandpa says some days you're the dog and some days you're the hydrant. Definitely a good one. See, that one here. Damn torpedoes, full speed ahead. See, we also got Hebrews 8:12. Oh, remember when their sins is no more. That's a good one out of the Bible. See, we got one here. Confucius says, man who pees in cash register finds it runs into money. Autocorrect there. He says, people who live in glass houses should not get stuff. I thought it was Trowstones, but maybe I misread it.
Both work.
Yeah. See, life is like a landscape. You live in the midst of it, but can describe it only from the vantage point of distance. Charles Lindbergh. Better remain quiet and thought of an idiot than open your mouth and remove all doubt. So that was kind of on mine, it was similar to that. It said, the most wisest man in the room is the one that is not open his mouth but his ears or something like that. And I can't remember exactly how it went, but I'm sure there's some good Yogi Berra baseball quotes out there and other stuff. So
when you get to the fork of the road, take it.
Life on this planet is both difficult and expensive, but every year it comes one free trip around the sun. It's up to you to enjoy the ride. Exactly. That's real. Get 3 coffins ready. My mistake. 4 coffins. Oh wow, Bamman said he had dinner with Charles and Ann Lindbergh. That is cool. Now
what?
It must be somebody that's still alive. Now, Mark Twain had some really good quotes, and I've been sitting here trying to think of some, and my mind just went blank. But he was very good at that, and I can't think of any right off the top of my head. J Delta says, "Don't call it rain, call it liquid sunshine." That's the way to look at it. Guns and Barbecue out there says, one commonly said in my family is die quiet. No blood, no sympathy. Is anything broke? Anyone bleeding? Broken or bleeding? Not, stop whining. There you go, Denny. Don't wait for your ship to come in, swim out there and meet it. You betcha. No amount of evidence will Persuade an idiot. Mark Twain. Yep. Oh, here's a good one. Don't piss on my back and tell me it's raining.
Sláinte.
Oh, man. Yeah. I can think of a few.
Mhm.
Don't pee in the wind, or it's no way.
Don't spit in the
Don't pee in
wind.
the wind. Don't
Oh.
pull on Superman's cape. And don't mess around with who? Nobody remembers that song?
Which one? Who made that? Who did that song?
Bad Leroy Brown.
Oh, right.
Don't piss on Superman's cape. Yeah. Anyone want whiskey? Jim Croce. Yeah. Good song. There's Foxtrot out there. Hey, buddy, how you doing? He jumped on, and also did Abby here just recently. Welcome to the both of you. And if you ain't got your hashtag in, make sure your hashtag in HBN130. We're going to be doing a giveaway here in just a few minutes. And don't pull the mask off the Lone Ranger. One thing that is funny, I always like watching old shows, and evidently Ames didn't really watch Lone Ranger back in the day. And so I could be watching it. She'd be over there like doing the stuff or whatever, but she'd be kind of watching and listening. She goes, why does Tonto always get caught or tied up every episode? I thought Indians was like, all supposed to be all, like sneaky, and, able to sneak up on stuff. And I'm like, it's a show. I mean, he's got to get tied up so Lone Ranger can come save him, And Asbro says, the more I learn about people, the more I like my dog. Mark Twain. Yeah, Mark Twain had some really, really good ones out there. Listen to Joan Jett, Hart and Pat Benatar and Alice in Chains. Good bands, no doubt. If you wish to be wise, walk with the wise. No, that's another good one. Let's see, Justin says, animals die, friends die, and I shall die. But one thing never dies. That is the reputation we leave behind at our death. Very true, buddy. Very true. Yeah, don't mess around with Jim. You're right. Yeah.
Same artist, just two different songs.
Mr. Spock said that?
I think next week you can go to China. Mr. Spock.
I don't remember that quote.
We're giving her all she's got, Captain. I think that was a famous quote. Somebody said that was never said. I don't know. I'm like, really? I was like, I thought he said it like every episode.
I know the phrase oftentimes is quoted, beam me up, Scotty, but actually those four words together in a phrase were never uttered.
If life throws you lemons, just make lemonade. You betcha. Action speaks louder than words, but not nearly as often. Trail in the Sand by Peter Dragon. No matter where you go, there you are. If life were a lemon, find someone whose life is giving them vodka and have a party. That's a good one. Oh, man. Yep, Ronald Reagan did have some good ones, no doubt about that. Damn it, Mike, an armor, not a harness. Oh, man.
Oh, okay. I don't remember that scene in that, but I'll have to look that up. I believe you.
See, Bama Dad has it there. Ben Carter, right? Well, Canada nor the rest of the world were the only stabilizing influence in the country. Uttered by Gary Gary. Life gives you lemons, freeze those suckers, and put them in a sock. Oh, man. You got it from Ron Wayne. Ron White.
Ron Wayne.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Two different people.
His favorite story is he arrested me for being drunk in public. He goes, I was drunk in private. They drew me in the public. Anyway, it's time for the giveaway. So, anyway, make sure you get your hashtags in because we're going to be doing the giveaway. Let's bring this back up here. Hashtag HBN130. We have 28 entries so far. And this is for the skinny multicolored knife. So she's a beaut. She's one in a million. So anyway, Mr. Gizzard Gary, would you like to give us a countdown on this?
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Do it.
All right. Round and round she goes. William Hall. He was out there just a few minutes ago. William, you still here, buddy? If you are, say something in the side chat. You do have to be present to win. So I hope he's still out there. William Hall, you out there, brother? Give him just a minute here, see if he's out there. Yeah, and on this stream or anybody else's, make sure you check down at the bottom of your screen there. When you run your cursor down there, you'll see a little deal that says live. Make sure that's lit up, the dot beside it, because if not, you are not live. You're lagging, and you don't want to miss out on some giveaway for sure. But I've not seen William out there yet. Let's give him a few more seconds here. I can give everybody a minute and a half to 2 minutes. Well, that has been tested. Depending on how big your house is and how far you got to walk to the restroom, I guess. But Is it live or Memorex? Yes, that is definitely a quote.
Well, since we're waiting, maybe I should do just a quick wrap up since I'll probably have to jump off after this.
Mm-hmm.
Is that all right? So I just posted up a review of the new Athlon Chrono, which everybody's been very anxious to get since they were supposed to have come out at the beginning of April, but but they didn't know back in January that there was going to be a tariff war, so there was a little bit of a delay. So I got a chance to test it out this week at the range and compare it against Garmin. So I just posted up a review of that on my 2A channel, and I'll post up a link to the channel in the side chat for everybody. So that's it works very well. It was either quite spot on to the readings of the Garmin or just a little bit faster, but it also records or measures the velocity faster, like a half a second faster than the Garmin. So when we were doing one test of rapid fire, a friend shot his pistol 5 times, and the Athlon was able to measure all 5 shots, whereas the Garmin missed 2 of the shots. And just couldn't cycle and reset fast enough to measure all the shots. So that's one advantage. And the biggest advantage of the Athlon is it's like $200 cheaper. So that's probably I'm guessing Garmin's probably going to have to lower their prices to try to compete. And that's a win-win for all of us. So if that happens. So
yeah,
we'll see how that goes.
Most definitely. And yeah, real quick, William Hall did jump on there in time.
Oh, good.
So, William,
congrats.
Email me. My email address is at the bottom of the screen, scrolling across, AmericanHillbillyUp@gmail.com. And anyway, email me and give me the name and address you'd like that sent to, buddy. And yeah, I'm really glad. I'm looking forward to seeing that review, buddy. That
And Abigail just posted, I think, a link to it.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because something like that, and if it works really well, it's gonna, the other ones hopefully are gonna stay competitive, and so that I did get to test out a Garmin, once before, and oh man, it worked. It worked good. I mean, that I just. Real quick, 2 live moves out there. Says, remember VIP for 16 months. He says, Soldier Girl. And there's Tennessee Goddess. Hey, girl. How you doing? Good to see you out there. Takes a look and keeps on ticking. Timex, you betcha. Oh, man. Foxtrot 69 gifted 5 memberships. Thank you so much, buddy. And see, the people that got those memberships were Chasing Ghost, the Redneck Prepper, Gunpowder Beauty, Roses and Lace, and David Duff. Nice. All right. Well, thank you and welcome those people to the VIPs. And we do a VIP chat every Tuesday night at 8:30 Central. So make sure you check that out. We always do a giveaway over there. A lot of fun. So, yeah, Moondog, go ahead. And I'm sorry to interrupt you there. I was just trying to catch up on stuff.
Not a problem at all. Do you, and I just also wanted to let everybody know that I've got 2 contests going on for this month. So it's coming up to, we're already halfway through the month. So you got 2 more weeks to get on this contest. I'm giving away a set of Pro Gear Machete electronic earmuffs. So these are actually pretty nice. They're compatible with all the aftermarket stuff for Howard lights. Like you could use Howard light ear pads on this, and also any add-on modules to them. And they're actually a little bit louder than my Howard lights. So
Oh, really?
yeah. So you can crank up the volume on this even to the point where it's too loud. So then that way they're a little bit better than my Howard lights. And I also have a second contest going on at the same time. You can win a Easy Shoot 1 to 6 LPVO from Easy Shoot. So I'll include a link to the contest page on my website where you can enter both of those contests. I'll just post a link right now. So. And of course, check out my my weekly live streams on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific time, TMI Live. And Gary was kind enough to be a guest last Wednesday, and we're going to see. I got to see who's going to be my guest this Wednesday, but definitely check that out. We have little giveaways every episode.
Awesome. Good stuff.
So I won't delay anything. Let's go ahead and spin for the winner of your knife.
William Hall won it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. What I just totally blanked there. Like I thought,
I
was wondering, is he giving a second one away?
I forgot about that.
Hey, it's the VIP's money, so I mean, they sponsor all the giveaways. That's what's awesome about them is the income that comes in from their subscription, to the VIPs, members, and that goes right back out. So, yes, William Hall, the VIPs made your day better, no doubt about it. Yeah, and Hasbro, Rosen Lace is his daughter. And so.
Well, congrats, William. And thanks, everybody. Thanks, Hillbilly. Thanks, Gary. I got to get ready for. I got to get to sleep early so I can go to choir tomorrow morning.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being on tonight, buddy. Sure appreciate you always. And go check out Moondog. You got Moondog 2A, Moondog Travel, and Moondog Reviews. So make sure you go over and check out his stuff. Always good. No doubt about that.
What is it with all these people having multiple channels? I don't get that.
Oh, yeah. So, Gary, what do you got coming up, brother?
Oh, more of the same. Of course, Monday night is my foul territory at 9 p.m. Central, and then for my members, the members only chat at 8:30 on Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. So also getting plenty of stuff out on the Boomer Listens channel for the music fans out there who want to watch an old guy listen to stuff he hasn't heard before that probably most everybody else has. So I'm getting exposed to an awful lot of new stuff, having a lot of fun on that channel. So.
Oh yeah. I bet it is fun. And Ron T.A. Matters to his link out there, so go check out his show too. Gary, we'll come right back to you, but before I don't want to forget, we have a commercial. So let's take this commercial break. We'll be right back.
I am gravely disappointed. Once again, you have made me unleash my dogs of war.
Howdy, everybody. How y'all doing?
There has been too much violence, too much pain. But I have an honorable compromise. Just come join us. Saturday nights, 11 p.m. Pacific, 1 a.m. Sunday metric. Just join us, and there will be an end to the horror. Just join us.
All right, so make sure you go over and check out Liam Foster's show tonight. It comes on 1 o'clock Central, and then you can do the math the rest for the rest of you. So it'd be 2 a.m. Eastern, and what that'd be 11 California time, I believe.
Whoa, wait a minute. Well, it's 1 a.m. here, so yeah, let's see. Yeah, it would be 2 Eastern, 1 here.
2 hours to California.
That's correct. I was
Okay.
thinking we skipped the time. The poor people in Mountain Time never get
Yeah,
mentioned.
Mountain Time. Yeah, you got Denver and all that. Yeah, it's just 1 hour there. So, yeah, you betcha. Yeah, looks like you got some new subs out there. Move throughout your link to Boomer
Yeah.
Listens. So,
Appreciate that.
so what else you got coming up, Gary?
I still have a couple videos I need to get done. Hopefully tomorrow, and get out on my channel. And because I've been kind of holding off on the main channel to get stuff done for the music channel. I need to get back concentrating on my main channel again, and so yeah, hopefully some of that, and that's probably about it. So thanks for having me, of course.
Oh man, so glad you could be here. And while ago, I had the VIPs, the members up there, and if your name's on there yet, I apologize. I've got to get that updated, and also my end screen video. We've had several new people join, and so I've got to get all that get time to get that taken care of. It's just right now in the spring, if it's not raining and there's a lot of chores to be done outside. So been trying to get caught up on all those before the weather gets any worse, and especially when you have a garden, there's a lot of stuff that has to be done in the spring. You can't wait till summertime to do it. So anyway, I will get that all updated, and I appreciate each and every one of you. I do have some videos coming out this next week. And then, of course, Tuesday night, we got the, members only VIP chat. That's at 8:30 Central, 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern. And so if you're a member, make sure you, don't miss that. We have a lot of fun. My wife Ames is on here with us for that. And we always have a giveaway. So anyway, we sure appreciate each and every one of you out there. Couldn't do it without you. I mean, it'd just be, me, Gary, George, P.O sitting there talking, and, and so you side chat, everybody out there, you make the show, you're, what makes it exciting, and for us to look forward to each and every week. So we sure appreciate each and every one of you very much. And Gary, I guess it's just me, you, and George left on here. So
I think so.
Anyway, we'll go ahead and end this show. And we're gonna leave you all with this. Remember, God, family, and country. Make somebody's day better, will you? And if the good Lord's will and the creeks don't rise, we'll be seeing you again, Hillbilly Nation. We love you. Everybody say goodbye.